Hi Karen, can you hear me, sweets?
Yes, I can, Milo's.
Good. So basically, I'm recording you as you know because I'm going to send this message over to G, so he can hear your voice and stuff a little bit more. Um, and just, as you know, you're coming over to London. When are you coming in December?
I reckon I should come at the end of November because it's going to be too busy in December time, expensive. I reckon at the end of November.
Uh,
Don't you reckon? Before everyone starts flying all around the world and stuff, and before I start getting checked for bombs everywhere I go, too much. It takes a long time through airport because they all think I've got bombs where my tits are, you know. And it aggravates me. I get very fucking aggro.
Anyway,
So
we'll figure out. You're either coming in November or December anyway. So G just obviously wanted to take you out to dinner and have a chat and stuff because I think he likes you, and
I don't think so.
I think you two get on because you've been chit chatting for fucking God knows how long, and like you gave him his yeah.
I think that G will end up stabbing me in the head with a knife because I am going to be too feisty for him. And G, Junior tells me everything, okay? And he told me how you said that I gave you an ultimatum.
Yeah, I did.
Sweetie, I did not. No, I just want to say this. Let me say this. You messaged me saying that you wanted to get to know me better. At first I said, well, we'll wait till when I come over. Then I had a change of heart and I said, look, here's my number. And I gave you, the idea of Viber because it's basically free international, text and chat. It was an option.
Yeah, but the thing is, Karen, listen, right? I've said this to you before. The thing is, I don't even think, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but G probably doesn't even fucking know what Viber is, and if he does, he wouldn't have it because he's not the sort of geezer that's going to carry. He's not the sort of geezer that's going to carry a smartphone because he's got to be fucking secure with his shit. And whenever he calls me, it's always private number. So I don't think he's trying to like be weird and or kind of hide anything. He's definitely not that sort of geezer. He's just trying to fucking communicate with you in a way that's safe for him. I told him, listen, sweets, I told him that you're kosher and that, I'm sound, but he's obviously worried about his security and shit for good reason, so don't take it like
let me say something. This is the thing, G. If you're really worried about your security and you don't trust me, well then by all means don't have anything to do with me. Because, never ever talk to someone that you don't trust. That is what I'll say to you. And as far as the ultimatum, all I said to you is I'm not interested in talking through email because how many times do I not respond on PM? I just don't, like, I don't want to tell you something and then bullshit you. I want to tell you, yes, email me, and then I only reply to 1 out of 5 emails. That would be deceitful on my end. Like, when I say something, I do it. So,
it's a hard one because
it's not an ultimatum, and I think that you got your back up a bit. And I know that you're probably not very happy that, listen, another thing, G, is, you probably should have messaged me on Get Big with something like that because you know how Josh is. He gets bored, he snoops, he likes to, and it's just his nature. So I wasn't surprised when he posted up that he read everyone's PMs. I kind of like expected it. So you have to start thinking out of the box too.
Yeah, I can read people's PMs too, but I don't because I'm just not bothered.
Yes, you don't. You don't want to because it's kind of like it's actually morally wrong, right? But that is why if you're going to message me, G, you do it on Get Big. You don't do it on Josh's forum. Like be a little bit more smarter there. You know what I mean? That is why I said to you in that message that it wasn't really secure. Like for more security, I wanted to talk somewhere else because. I know the guy's fucking ready everything,
I think all that needs to happen really is basically if G wants to talk to you and you guys are going to get to know each other, G should just call you from private number, right? Whenever you agree a time, or like if you want me to set up like a private conference call thing, I can do that too. But I can understand from your point of view, you're kind of like trying to talk to someone that you don't really know, and then from his point of view,
I don't know.
I know. But what I'm saying is, from his point of view, I totally get that he needs to protect himself because of the shit that he's been through, blah blah blah. and we're not going to get into that. But my point is, I'm just being honest with you. I've spoken to G. I think that he's a fucking stand-up guy, straight shooter. He's never bullshitted me once about anything.
Well, this is another thing.
And I think I think honestly, Karen, he's a gent. Like he's not like the way you think.
Listen, Marlo. I'm not an idiot. I already lived with somebody who was already in the criminal lifestyle. You know what I mean? For 10 years. Well, while he was alive, I should say, because he died after that. You know.
I know.
But the point is that I already know how it works. So even though some of the guys on Get Big, they like to make out that I'm this dumb blonde and all the rest of it, but I am nothing like they portray. These guys don't even know me, they don't talk to me. They just want to portray me in the worst possible light, you know what I mean? They just want to think that I'm dumb. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that I'm not. I wouldn't put you at risk. I wouldn't even ask anything like that. I mean, I never did with my partner. We never talked in the house, we never talked in the phone. You know, like on the phone, we went to the beach if we were going to talk about anything. So, you know, for security purposes, because we were bugged for several years as well. So, and we just assumed we were bugged before we knew for sure, because that's what you do. You assume the worst to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what you should have done on Josh's forum as well. Like, you know, assume that the guy's going to read them. Don't send me anything that you don't want to be read there. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I always said like delete every single PM you get because it's fucking it's too dangerous.
And it wasn't, and like I said, it wasn't an ultimatum. I gave you my number. You can choose to use it or not. It's up to you. However you want to use it, like whether it's Viber, whether it's private call or whatever. You don't even have to call me on it. But it wasn't an ultimatum, and I don't. One thing you'll find with me is I don't like passive aggressive men. I don't like men who are emotionally unintelligent. You know, I've already dealt with someone like that, and it makes my blood boil. So by you saying things like that, that's just going to fire me up. And you don't want to fire me up, G, because I'm a feisty little thing. You know, I'm going to say what I think and feel. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of you, okay?
I told you, mate. I told you, mate. She's fucking hard work. I told you, didn't I?
I am hard work. I'm not what you're expecting, and I'm not going to dinner. If you're going to fucking stab me in the hand with a knife, I'm going to stab you. Or you're going to end up with dinner on your face. I can tell you right now. So, you can send that to G. You can send that to him.
Fucking up. Okay,
you can laugh where you want.
I'm gonna send it to him. I just hope I don't get my fucking bollocks chopped off like within the next 2 weeks.
Who cares? Who fucking cares? Grow some balls, Marlo. You know, fucking, get a bit bloody tougher. Send it to him. So, G, no ultimatum, but don't get your back up. Yeah. Don't be surprised what Josh did. You know, be a little bit smarter. That's all I can say.
Oh, my love.
Be a bit smarter about
Listen, this is getting to like 8 minutes, so it won't upload properly. So
send it to him.
I'm gonna send it to him. So
send it to him and I'll make coffee.
All right, I'll call you back in like 2 minutes then, or 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Ciao, bye. Fucking hell. I told you, mate, she's fucking hard work. She's got the ump because you won't fucking ring her, and she doesn't know half the shit about like fucking why not and everything, and she thinks you're being weird. So, and I'll try to explain it, but yeah, I get it from your side and hers, but she fucking call a private number or something, mate. She's sound as houses, you can tell. Anyway, God bless. Ciao.